Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I have another perfume diaries. I'm going to be updating you guys on half of my tray for July. I'm going to let you know if I have any declutters, any updates, and just let you know the fragrances that I have really been enjoying the first half of July. So with that said, let's jump right into today's update. Before I get started with today's video, I am wearing my hair curly. That's something that I rarely do, but I've been getting in the pool a lot and I just don't feel like straightening my hair in this heat. It is so hot, and every time I straighten my hair, it's just like I want it out of my face. So curly hair, I do like that it's like bigger hair and it's definitely more volume. And sometimes I wonder if maybe I should go back to wearing my hair curly, but it's gonna take a long time to even get my curls back because this is not my curls. My curls are way tighter than this, but since I do keratin treatments and stuff, it kind of just loosens up the curl. It's probably a little frizzy because I kept touching it while I was doing my makeup. That's the reason why I don't wear my hair curly, is because it gets so frizzy. Let's get right into this perfume diary. So for today's video, I have one declutter and I was very shocked. I told you guys in a previous video that I was going to update you guys on this one because I was not expecting it to go the way that it went. So the fragrance that I'm going to be decluttering, I am going to wait until my mom comes to visit to see if she wants it, because I have a feeling she would enjoy this one. But this one is TIZIANA TERENZI Andromeda. This one is unfortunately going to be leaving my collection. So I let you guys know that I was not completely sure about this one because I enjoyed the way that it smelled when I would spray it on my arm and I would smell it, and it would dry down to like this very sugary sweet dry down along with the fruitiness, but it feels very grown and sexy and grown woman type of vibes. Maybe I shouldn't declutter it. Maybe I should wait until fall and winter and maybe it will work better during that season. So let me know if you have this fragrance. What season do you prefer to wear it? Because my family came over and we went to go have dinner and I was like, perfect, I'm going to put this on. I don't think this fragrance is like a casual fragrance, something that you can wear on an everyday basis. I mean, you can wear whatever you like, but for my personal taste, this is more like to go out in the evening. So I was so excited and I did about 4 sprays of this, and when I tell you, the whole way to the restaurant I wanted to scrub it off. I hate that when you actually go somewhere and you're just like, the choice that I made today is not it, and it's just bothering you. This one just made me feel like it's all I could breathe was just that scent. To some people that might be amazing. I love a good scent bubble, but this was strong, and I just don't enjoy it. I feel like it's not me. There's certain fragrances that even though they smell nice, they don't smell like you, they don't feel like you. So I didn't feel like this was me when I was wearing it. So I'm not going to be trying anymore. Maybe I'll keep it here until maybe fall time and winter just to see how it works, but for summertime this is just not it for me, unfortunately. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and talk about the ones that were absolute loves. I enjoyed all of these. These are perfect for summertime, and I'm also gonna let you know when I wore them and all the details. So let's start with the first one. The first one is Dolce Gabbana L'Imperatrice. This one has a pretty good dent going on. I absolutely love this fragrance. The more that I wear this fragrance, I just love the vibes that it gives off for summertime. And I always tell you guys, this was such a hate when I first got it. Something was just telling me to keep wearing it, and the more I wore this fragrance, the more I fell in love with it, especially during summer. That's the only time that I really love this fragrance, is spring and summer. It's just very fruity, but it has a little bit of this tartness to it, which usually tart fragrances on my skin are just a big no-no, but here it's just the perfect amount. It's not too much, it's not too sour. It just has a little bit of a tart touch to it, along with a lot of like wateriness in there. This one I have no bad things to say about it. It's not the most long-lasting fragrance, but it is so light and refreshing. So you probably would have to take this in your bag and reapply if you want to smell it again. So I would say it lasts maybe like a couple hours to 3, tops 4 hours. It's not super long lasting, but it's perfect for hot weather, and I've really been enjoying this one. Next up, we have another one that I was just not part of the clique when everyone was wearing this. I was not wearing it, so now I just enjoy it so much. And this one is Juicy Couture Viva La Juicy. I have really been loving this fragrance, and here is We have a little dent going on, nothing too crazy, but this is a pretty big bottle. I think the bottle is super duper cute. It looks so nice when you display it in your perfume collection. And this one is just so feminine, so girly, very, very sweet. I do like how they added different types of notes and they kind of take you on a ride with the fragrance, because when you first spray this fragrance, I'm not trying to spray any on myself because I'm gonna film a perfume haul next and I want to spray those on myself just to give you guys any descriptions. But yeah, Viva La Juicy just opens up with a lot of juicy wild berries along with some mandarin. I wouldn't say I'd pick up a lot of mandarin, definitely the berries. And then there is gardenia in this fragrance, which she does come through, but she's not rude or anything. She behaves pretty good in this one. And then the dry down, there is caramel, there's praline, there's vanilla, so it turns almost into a gourmand fragrance, but not quite. So it's perfect for summertime. I think you can wear this fragrance year round. And it just smells super duper feminine, beautiful in the heat. I feel like it projects really nicely. And it feels youthful, but not juvenile to me, in my opinion. I know that there's people who think this is super duper juvenile. To me, it is the perfect mix of youthful, but not childish. It just smells very feminine and flirty and really, really pretty. So I love Viva La Juicy. Another one that I worked a pretty big dent into just because this is a super small bottle. This one is from Dior and this is Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet. So as you can see, we did a pretty big dent in here, and I love to just pick this one up just anytime. If I'm gonna go run errands, if I'm gonna go out, if I'm gonna go to bed, it's just such an easy fragrance to put on, and it's so bright when you first spray it. This is one of the very few Dior fragrances that I like because I don't really have too many Dior that I can think of. But this one is maybe a little more grown than Viva La Juicy. Like this one would come next. But again, it still has a touch of youthfulness in there. This has peony in it, which is one of my favorite florals because it doesn't feel too sharp or too loud. It's really sweet and just feminine. And they did change the formulation for this one. I feel like this one used to have citruses in the opening. Now it has sweet pea and bergamot. So it's bright because of the bergamot, definitely. But then the sweet pea, the peony just gives you like this very sweet, a little floral, but not sharp, feminine scent. This one's perfect if you're gonna go shopping, if you're going to the mall. It's just like a perfect midday type of fragrance. I wouldn't really reach for this for like evening or date night or anything, even though it would probably be beautiful as well. But I really, really like this one just during the day. It's very bright and just really, really pretty. It's not too fruity. It's definitely more a floral scent, and I'm not a floral girl, but this one I can do. It smells so, so good. And when I run out of this bottle, I'm not sure if I will pick up another one, but this one's just a really nice one to have. Up next, we have Clean Reserve Sparkling Sugar. I'm so happy that I used this one. I hadn't used this one in quite some time, and I do need to use this one way more often because I had an experience with my first Clean Reserve, which was Radiant Nectar. That was one of my favorite perfumes, but then I didn't use it for a few months, and when I went to use it, it had gone bad. So I haven't had that happen with other fragrances. That was the first time that I actually could tell. The fragrance smelled a little sour. So Sparkling Sugar kind of reminds me of Radiant Nectar. If you like one, you will like the other. This one is super duper fruity, but it's very musky. Ooh, it smells so good. This one has blackcurrant and peach, and I feel like it's the perfect mix of blackcurrant and peach because I can't really point out one or the other, but I know that there's something kind of fruity and juicy in here along with a musk. It's just bright. I've really been enjoying this one. I sprayed this one on the other day and one of my girls came and gave me a compliment. So anytime that they give me a compliment, I love to mention it to you guys because if a kid notices that you're smelling good, that means that you are giving off the vibes because they usually don't pay attention to things like that. They're in their own little world. But my daughter stopped to tell me that this smelled really, really good. These are all kind of the same vibes, just very girly, feminine. This one's sparkling, musky. Longevity on these two the Dior and the Clean Reserve. Again, they're not super duper long lasting. These are not beast mode, but to be honest, during summertime, I'm not trying to have something that's beast mode on me, especially with the heat. I just don't like heavy fragrances during summertime. So these type of fragrances are my favorite, even if I have to take it with me. These are kind of big bottles, so I could do like a decant of them if I wanted to, but I love them. So this next one is from Addict, and this one is Eat the Peach. So this one was sent to me by Addict. It has 2 layers. There's like an oily layer, and you kind of shake it up so that everything mixes together. If you like peach, you need this one in your life. This is so peachy. It's one of my most peach forward fragrances. That's the main thing that you pick up with this one. This fragrance does not have alcohol, so you could put this in your hair, you could put it on your clothes, on your skin. It feels super duper refreshing as well. This is perfect for summertime. I would like for it to be a little bit more long lasting, but this one does have that super peach note in it, along with some woody notes, and I believe there's also apple in here, which I think kind of helps with like the crisp feeling of this fragrance, but it's definitely peach. So if you love peach, this one is a must-have. But I do like this one for when I'm at home before bed. I don't really wear this one when I'm gonna go out. This one to me is more of like a lounging around type of fragrance when I'm home and I just have like an outfit that I'm gonna wear for the day and I want to smell nice. This is what I reach for. This next one, I am so happy that I brought this back into my collection. I got this in Puerto Rico, and the first time that I wore it, I don't know what the heck happened, but I felt like it was so thick and sweet and cloying, and it was just too much. And I immediately was like, I'm getting rid of this. And then once I moved over here, I kind of started to crave it for some reason, just hearing people really rave about it. I had subscribers who told me that they get so many compliments with this fragrance, so I brought it back. And this is a celebrity fragrance. This is Britney Spears' Midnight Fantasy. I have been in love with this fragrance. I've actually been wearing this one a lot in the evening during summer, and it's so good. It does not have blueberry in it, but for some reason that's what I think of with this one. It's like blueberry candies or something. And I believe this fragrance has plum, which I cannot stand plum. I hate plum in fragrances, but in this one, it's so good. It's literally like a candy. This might be too sweet for some people, but if you are a sweet girl, if you like those fragrances that make you smell like candy, sweet, girly, super juicy, I would definitely check this one out. This color bottle is perfect because it just makes me think of blue candies, a blue icy, just blue flavored things. That's kind of what this makes me think of. Super duper sweet. Oh, it's just so good. Midnight Fantasy from Britney Spears, I definitely recommend. And now to finish off today's update, I'm going to share one that I just keep falling in love with the more I wear it. And this is from the latest vacation set from Kayali. And this one is Maui in a Bottle Sweet Banana. This one is definitely my favorite from the set. I love it. Every time that I wear it, I feel like it's getting better. I don't want to use it too much because, as you can see, I'm pretty much already have a dent in here. I'm gonna finish this summer for sure. It's just so good. It's super tropical in a way that I haven't seen done a lot. Like, yes, there will be some fragrances that will remind you, or that this will remind you of, but there's no fragrance that I can say this smells like, because I feel like it's very unique. That banana in there, I wish it lasted longer than it does, because after a few minutes, I don't really pick up the banana anymore. Ooh, but that opening is like the breeze of a palm tree, literally standing in front of a banana, like the plant, and smelling the leaves. It's just sweet. The coconut is perfect. And once that banana leaves, which I'm hoping that sometimes the longer a fragrance sits in your collection, you will start picking up notes that maybe were not as strong in the beginning. So that's why I have been wearing it, but then at the same time, I wanted to give it a little break and see how it smells once it has time to sit for a bit. but it has definitely gotten a little bit thicker already. It smells much better. So with Kayali fragrances, the first impressions are just never good enough. I feel like you really need to wear them, give them some time. But out of the set, this one was my favorite. I am also loving Capri, but this one just, I love it so much. And it actually stuck to my PJs pretty good. It doesn't last on my skin a long time, which is a bummer because this was my favorite one. But on my clothes, I feel like it does stick, and it actually stuck to my hair also. And the following morning, I was doing some work on my desk and I could just get like whiffs of something really like sweet but tropical smelling, and it was this. So this is such a good one. I really hope that this is released in a full-size bottle because this one I will purchase for sure. So that's going to be it for my first perfume diaries of July. These are the fragrances that I have been enjoying. I can't wait to hear from you in the comment section. What are some fragrances that you've been really enjoying? You guys know that I love for you to put your opinion in the comment section. Even if you don't enjoy something, that's totally fine, as long as it's respectful and done in a nice way. We can definitely talk about our opinions. So I cannot wait to chat with you in the comment section. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I will see you guys in my next video.